I've always, I feel like I always had the talent of football. So, I'm positive and I'm sure. I see it in my dream every time I sleep that I'm going to be a pro footballer and play for one of the top teams, in Europe. I'm Umbachu, and this is my football story. Hi, my name is Umbachu Kevin. I'm age 20. I'm actually an aspiring pro footballer because, football has always been my dream, and I train every day, to get to the level of what I dream of, get to the highest level I can ever get. I'm currently in the UK studying over there. I'm studying mechanical engineering in University of Hull. Also, at my spare time, I also play my football in a semi-pro team. I'm not a pro yet, but it's a semi-pro. The name of the team is Cookot Amateurs. They're actually a decent side, and they're a local popular team where I'm from, which is Yorkshire, inside of Hull. I'm actually a football lover. I always loved football since I'm been small. I don't know how the feeling came about, but I just knew that, from what I can remember, I started kicking ball and I started, wanting to play ball every time, I had spare time, which, my parents in a way always didn't want me to play, but I always had to, prove that, yes, this is what I want to do, anytime I want to play is football. So yeah, I started supporting the club Manchester United because of Ronaldo. Ronaldo is actually my idol, so I started looking up to him since I could say 6, because that's all I can remember. As my love of football was growing, it made me join my primary school team. I was in the school team when I was in primary 5. Thereabout, I was like 10. I started playing as a defender. I was like a popular known defender in Maryland Convent Primary School in my set. I was always the one they could count on defending. I had that rough and ruggedness in me. It's not really easy to be studying because I'm studying, and also trying to have the ambition and training to be a pro footballer. It's not been an easy journey, but over time I've learned how to go for my trainings, also go for my lectures, be on time for trainings, be on time for lectures, how to make good use of my time. When I'm free, I can read so that I could prepare for any exam or any test I have, in the university. And also, when I'm also free after reading, I also try and train, go to the field, join my teammates, or train individually. I do have some friends of mine, Miss Bar Favor and Victory, Elvis, which we do some personal trains, among ourselves, because also, football is what we love doing, and we try and do it on our spare times. But yeah, combine football and education is not really be easy, but I've been going through the struggles, and I feel like, yeah, I've come to a place where I can juggle the two at the same time. My plan has already started, after my last season, which was kind of not too good, not too bad, it was just there. So I already made a plan of me, because I had a knee injury, and they always say that, the comeback is always better than the setback. So I had a setback with my knee injury, but, my comeback, I feel will be strong. So my plan moving forward, which I've already started, was coming to do my pre-season here in Nigeria, train vigorously and hard, push myself beyond my limits. And after that, I'm going to join my teammates over there, Cookot Amateurs. They're still doing the pre-season, so I'm going to join them for a bit, go towards the season. I have I've already set myself for 20 goals minimum, because we play up to 40 games. I think 20 goals minimum would be a good start. Then after that, come June, I would try and go for trials for some pro teams, so that, I can see how good I am and see, the rating and what I can get when I'm outside, and see if I can get a professional contract. And yeah, that's my dream and that's my plan. As a footballer, which I play in the position of striking, I feel my biggest attributes as a footballer is one, my stature. Sometimes when I get into the field without touching the ball, some defenders are already intimidated. They'll be like, "Who's this guy?" So I can say like my body stature. I have a kind of intimidating body stature. And also one of my skill assets is my speed. Before I my second sport apart from football is running. I've always been a good runner. Relays, 100 meters, 200 meters. I don't finish nothing than second, so I'm a good runner, and I have the speed of Mbappe. Mbappe, yeah. I don't have your speed. Just need to train more and get to you. I'm a good shooter of the ball. I can say I use both feet, but I'm most comfortable with my right. My left is not weak. Don't take my left is fairly strong, but my power foot for powerful shots is my right. Okay, also good using my head. Yeah, my trainer has already trained me, and I feel very very confident using my head. I just need the wingers or the fullbacks to cross the ball, and yeah, I aim to the post with my head. And also, yeah, I feel like I'm also a rugged striker. I can't be bullied on the pitch. I prefer to bully the defenders on the pitch instead of them bullying me. And yeah, I could say like that's all of my big attributes I have in football. But yeah, other attributes I didn't mention, I'm also good at them. But this is my most reliable asset. I've always, I feel like I always had the talent for football. So I'm positive and I'm sure. I see it in my dream every time I sleep that I'm going to be a pro footballer and play for one of the top teams, in Europe. But let's say eventually, or let's assume, football doesn't work. I can also boast and brag of myself that I haven't been good academically. So as I said, I'm studying mechanical engineering. So if football doesn't work, I go into like the field of engineering. I have some companies, I aspire to work for: Audi, Siemens, railway stations in England. I feel like if football doesn't work here, I'll go into engineering and be an engineer. I came in the generation of Messi and Ronaldo, and so I can only say from people I've watched, I'm really a big fan of Ronaldo. Ronaldo is my idol. But when I was growing up, I always had the dream of being a midfielder, which I'm not. I'm a striker. So I always admired Kaka. At that time, Kaka was a beautiful footballer. Growing up, Pogba was also one of a good midfielder. So I admire these guys, Kaka, Pogba. But my idol of all is Ronaldo. And then coming to Nigeria, there are not really many strikers that I'm seeing, that have been great. I've seen Igalo. Igalo was good, but right now, I can say I look up to Osimhen because Osimhen is the main deal right now. It's like his passion, his going scoring abilities, his aggressiveness on the pitch. I want to, have that, all that. So I can say Osimhen. I look towards Osimhen. But if I'm talking about old Super Eagles players, I'll say JJ Okocha was one. And Mikel Obi, because I also admired midfielders. Mikel Obi was like a good midfielder. But if I was to say my best Nigerian player of all time, I'll go for JJ Okocha.
So that is what we just finished doing now. So you just touch, you move to the space, then you get your ball. You can move, you shoot. Because as a striker, I don't think you have anything to do. You can only, maybe when you find yourself in a pivot role, maybe on the line, so at times you might make an assist. But you as a striker, your mainly object and work to do is to score. But maybe during some game, you might not have your good day. But the best you can do is that to participate and put effort in the team and to make an assist to just cap it all. So the other, I think you have a good one today. Now either you are progressing, and I believe over time. So you keep on working on it, and I think football, there's always room for improvement. Always, always. Since you never stop, you keep on training, keep on doing what you need to do, you keep on getting better. That is just the game. It's a game of improvement, mental wise, everything. That is what they call football.